Hey everyone, welcome back. Ready for another deep dive?
Always.
Awesome. So today we're tackling a concept that I think resonates with, well, pretty much everyone. Balance.
Yeah, who doesn't want more balance? Right.
Exactly. But we're not just talking about the kind of balance you need to like stand on one foot.
Right.
We're going way deeper than that. We're talking about balancing all the different aspects of life. Like how do you balance work and family? Or, taking care of yourself and taking care of others. And how do you balance all those different thoughts and emotions swirling around inside you?
Yeah, it can feel pretty overwhelming sometimes trying to juggle it all.
Oh, for sure. And that's why I'm so excited about the source material for this deep dive. We're going to be drawing insights from a talk by shaman Jon Rasmussen. He gave it at the Fall Equinox. And let me tell you, he's got some seriously insightful and maybe even unexpected perspectives on how to make balance happen.
He does. Like, one of the coolest things Rasmussen talks about is that true balance isn't about finding stillness. It's actually about motion.
Wait, what? Motion? I thought balance was all about, like, being centered and calm.
It is, but think about it like this. Have you ever seen a tightrope walker? They're not just standing there frozen, are they? They're constantly making tiny adjustments to stay upright.
Oh, I see what you mean. So it's not about being perfectly still. It's more like constantly adjusting to stay balanced.
Exactly. And that's kind of how life is too. Things are always changing, new challenges pop up, unexpected events happen.
It's like riding a bike. You can't
Mhm.
just stop pedaling and expect to stay upright.
Right.
You've got to keep moving to maintain balance.
That's such a good analogy. Rasmussen actually says that trying to find balance in stillness is like trying to hold your breath forever. It's just not how we're designed to function.
We're meant to move and adapt.
Precisely.
Okay, so if balance is all about motion and adapting, where do we even start?
Well, Rasmussen talks a lot about the importance of flexibility.
Okay, flexibility.
And, think about it, like in terms of your schedule, for example. If you plan out every minute of your day and you're super rigid about sticking to it, what happens when something unexpected comes up?
Uh-oh, I know this feeling. It's like
Yeah.
instant chaos, right?
Total chaos. But if you build in some flexibility into your schedule, you can kind of roll with those punches a lot easier and you can, stay more balanced.
That makes total sense. It's like giving yourself some breathing room to adapt, right?
Exactly. And it's not just our schedules that need flexibility. Rasmussen says our beliefs need it too.
Oh, our beliefs? Interesting. How so?
Think about a time when you held on to a belief even though it was clear it wasn't serving you anymore.
Oh, I've definitely been there.
We all have.
Yeah.
But it's like trying to wear shoes that are way too small.
Yeah.
It's painful, it doesn't work, and it's just like holding you back.
Yeah, it's not doing you any good.
Right. Being open to new information and being willing to update our beliefs, even the ones we've held on to for a long time, is crucial for staying balanced.
So true. We're constantly learning new things, encountering new ideas, and the world around us is constantly changing. So if we're stuck in our old ways of thinking, well, that's not going to help us navigate all of that.
Right. It's like trying to navigate a modern city using an ancient map.
It just won't work. Okay,
Yeah.
so we've got motion and flexibility. What else is key to mastering this whole balance thing?
Well, this is where Rasmussen gets really interesting. He says that balance isn't always about finding a perfect 50-50 split.
Wait, what? Not 50-50?
Nope. It's not always about having half work, half play, or, half giving, half receiving.
So what is it about then?
He suggests that we can actually kind of tilt the scales towards joy and pleasure to counterbalance the hardships in life.
Oh, interesting. So it's not about ignoring the hard stuff.
No, not at all. But it's about, actively cultivating more of the good stuff
Okay.
to create that sense of equilibrium. Like, if you're going through a particularly tough time, maybe you need to intentionally bring in more activities that bring you joy.
Makes sense. So it's less about minimizing the negative and more about maximizing the positive, right?
Really.
Okay, that's powerful. But what about those times when things get really, really tough? When it feels like you're completely spinning out of control?
Yeah.
What do we do then?
Well, Rasmussen has this beautiful concept. For those moments, he calls it the safety line of unity consciousness.
The safety line of unity consciousness.
The safety line of unity consciousness. Okay, I'm intrigued. Tell me more.
Think of it like this. When you're feeling overwhelmed, lost, like you're losing your balance, you need something to hold on to.
Yeah, something to ground you.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that's what your safety line is. It's something that reminds you of your strength, your resilience, your connection to something bigger than yourself.
Okay, I like that. So what exactly is unity consciousness, though? What does that even mean?
It's like tapping into that understanding that we're all connected, we're all part of this larger web of life.
Oh, I see.
It's about remembering that you're not alone, even when it feels like you are. Yeah, that makes sense. So how do we access this safety line? How do we tap into that unity consciousness?
Well, Rasmussen suggests things like connecting with nature, engaging in a spiritual practice, or reaching out to a supportive community. These can all be powerful anchors when you're feeling lost.
Mm.
What are some things that help you feel grounded when life throws you a curveball?
Oh, for me, it's definitely getting out into nature, feeling the sun on my face, listening to the wind in the trees. It always reminds me that there's this whole world out there that's bigger than my worries.
I love that. Nature is such a powerful healer.
Absolutely. What about you? What helps you stay grounded?
For me, it's all about mindfulness, like really focusing on my breath and allowing my body to move. Rasmussen actually suggests allowing your body to gently sway during meditation.
Oh, wow. I've never heard of that.
Yeah, he says it helps release tension and stay centered.
I'm going to have to try that. So as we wrap up this deep dive into balance, what are the key takeaways here?
Well, I think it's safe to say that balance isn't about staying still. It's about moving with life, being flexible in our schedules and in our minds.
Right, and being open to changing our beliefs when it's clear they're no longer serving us.
Exactly. And it's about kind of tilting the scales in favor of joy and pleasure and remembering our safety lines when things get tough.
And those safety lines can be anything that reminds us of our connection to something bigger than ourselves.
Exactly. Whether that's nature, spirituality, community, or something else entirely. Balance is a dance. It's a constant process of adapting and adjusting. It's not about achieving this perfect state, but about learning to flow with the rhythm of life.
So well said.
Mm.
And, as we all go about our day, here's something to ponder. What's one small step you can take to bring more flexibility into your life?
Oh, that's a good one.
Maybe it's building in some buffer time in your schedule, in case things go awry. Or maybe it's being a little more open to a different viewpoint.
Or just taking a few deep breaths when things feel overwhelming.
Yeah, that's a good one. Just remember, balance is within your reach. It's a journey, not a destination, and every little step counts.
Absolutely.
Thanks so much for joining us on this deep dive, everyone. Until next time.
See you then.